Yeah, this one might be very interesting. C-Dub leading the Class A points coming into this race. 16 points ahead of Solopun and 19 points ahead of Texas, so there's definitely some
And
room.
yeah, I think Little Unknown gonna stir the pot.
He is extremely quick on this track. Don't be shy, or don't be surprised to see that kid turn up a 54. So,
He'll probably hit one, maybe two.
and the kid
But
decided to run my colors tonight.
they're not
Solopun
wasting
decided to
no
go
time.
backwards. So it's gonna be really interesting to see C-Dub out here. I don't know if he's actually had some practice time or not. Oh, he likes these bars.
Yeah, I haven't really seen too many people on practicing, to be honest.
You just gotta throw it at the wild, you know. Interesting to see how the kid's gonna run. I having that stick drift tonight, so see a little bit more control out of the kid possibly.
Yeah, I'm watching him now. You could definitely tell a difference. His car's not automatically going to one side of the track when he make turns.
You can definitely, the biggest time you can see is his action, like he's not overcorrecting and jolting back. That was a big
Yeah,
thing with his correcting. C-Dub running out of.
55-1.
I know Solpun. He's been throwing down some laps, so he's another one. Don't. Uh, you know what? I can't really say this. I'm pretty sure we're gonna see at least half this field by the time it's done.
They should all definitely hit the 55 mark.
I think Texas would have been in the 55s, but I noticed he caught some tires at the beginning of his lap. That second lap. 6.34. 7.
54-7, Little Unknown said get some of that lap.
I had him chasing me in practice. I know the kid was gonna be in the 54s.
But right at the same time, C-Dub put a 55.028.
Too. Oh, Savage
Oh,
finished.
Savage hits the
Oh,
tires.
so
Then they got a piece of soul. And notice Savage, I don't know, his
oh,
car's
C
almost
Dub
too sideways.
54.75 barely squeaks out little there. C Dub
This
knows
is
he's got a
gonna
championship
be
on the line.
interesting coming on the last lap. Texas is out with a 55-2.
X is he's not a big fan of the A class, but he feels he's got a good lap. So he can probably improve on it. Soul Punch 54.7. Got a 7.46, a 7.58, and a 7.66 in that top three right now.
Savage, where you going? Flip that car, man. Do it. Give it to me one time. No, you didn't do it.
He's like pole. Well, 55.
You ain't at the finish line yet.
Savage doing the backwards finish.
Oh, they all got 55s. Top three with the 54 is very close. It's a difference of 0.1, 0.01.
Well, Soul Pun is strictly coming in this. He wants to go for that championship. He knows he's in range.
Institute is going to decide it there in the 1 and 2 spot. No, stirring up the pot. Reaper was moving for being an automatic.
That he was. What Reaper always does is surprise people in low practice laps, automatic, finds his line.
Yeah, I don't think he's practiced at all, has he? I haven't seen him on, not for a practice. So is there any rules or anything changing for next season, whenever that starts?
This time being, nothing has been discussed.
That's how you do the car selection a totally different way. Maybe where whoever wins the race picks the track and whoever got last pick the car for the next week.
Alright, waiting on us to ready up so we can get this
Oh crap, I thought I already did that.
way here. So, we only have my other three league leader officials that are on tonight are all in this race, so they will be self-policing themselves and calling the shots as they go, which they're very capable of doing. Drivers here all showed that in qualifying. They're all within C-Dub in the hunt for holding on to his championship, and Soul Pun starting next to him on the pole, taking fast lap or fast qualifier points, is in the hunt to take that championship from C-Dub, as there is a 16-point deficit between them. And with fast qualifier already being obtained by Soul Pun, that knocks it down to a 13-point lead as they sit. So this race really could affect.
Well, it's a touchy feel.
They always
Want
are.
to touch the bumper.
As they tighten it up, I'm sure they're going to get ready to go green here shortly. Green flag, we are underway. Going into that first corner.
No passing after.
So slid high. Little unknown got by him coming out of the corner, so it's.
Oh, did
that looks
somebody
like we're going
just
to be a
spin?
caution right off rip here. Yes. It's going to lead to a complete restart.
So somebody did just me. I thought it was lag on my screen because I switched to a car and it was going around. I was like, what the heck?
From the consensus I seen, Texas got turned. This car is one of those that's very jittery and jumpy, so it doesn't take much contact.
I do got a question. What is the lap cutoff on like complete restart?
Anything after a full lap. So, a complete full race restart, if you don't complete the first lap, you get a complete full restart. Now, if we're later in the race and we have a caution and then you call green and go to race, if you don't complete that lap, then it's a complete restart of that lineup. So, it's basically you have to complete the lap of the green flag being called. C-Dub with a lot stronger of a
Oh,
start
they are
there.
four wide.
Savage got a huge bolt of speed off the start of that one. But these front three, they're gonna be at it most of this race. I know they will be. Oh,
Oh,
oh!
Savage said Reaper.
I don't think that was
Don't
meant
know
to
if that
happen at
was
all.
lag or.
That's definitely gonna be a caution, as Reaper got taken right around. Savage calmly rejoins him in the back of the pack. Unless they're gonna call a full restart for the race not completing a lap again.
I believe that's what it is.
This will be the last go at it.
Still a car pretty far back.
Texas is coming. This will be the final step. You get 3 chances at it, and this will be their 3rd attempt, and then after that it'll be single file. Flag. Oh, a little unknown upside of a little start of that one. Not a good start for Soul Pun. Reaper. Real good start for Reaper on that.
Yeah, Reaper just slid on up through there. Oh, four wide.
End of the season,
Oh,
they're going at it. This is not what Soul Pun exactly wants to see at this moment. Your points leader out front. You got Texas and Soul. Oh, they're fighting for that 2nd place in points, but I don't know if they want to fight too much or just kind of work around the 2 in front of them to get all 3 of their points leaders out front fighting for it. You know what I mean?
yeah, but it's gonna be an interesting one. There's still a lot of laps. You got Texas
Sure.
on Soul's bumper at the moment, and Soul is slowly catching Reaper. So
Yeah, but we've all been behind that Reaper. He's a hard one to get by.
Little Unknown's not easy to get by either. His car is the full track wide.
I don't think he actually does that intentionally or on purpose. I think he does that just because I
His
don't even know.
line.
I think he just chooses different lines all the way through the race to figure out where to go. He's like, this work?
Hey,
Nope, this work?
I'm one that does that. I'll go and do all kind of different lines until I find one that just absolutely works. Oh, Texas into Soul.
That one I know was a lot of that was caused by the curve strip.
Yeah.
Texas was actually airborne when he got into Seoul.
And then Sopon went airborne into little grass bumps or whatever in the world it was back there.
It's a high pick and choose pass track. I mean, a lot of high speed sections that you look like you have a good spot to pass, and then the momentum or somehow is just carried. And oh, they're 3 wide.
Oh, look at that. Sopon just creep. Whoa. just a bit outside.
Well, he had the, like I said, like I was just saying, he had the run. Looked like there was some good time to pass, and just as he was going to make his move, C-Dub and Rip had gotten bumper lock, and Reaper came across and tagged Soul. Savage is not a fan of the TriStar from what I'm seeing. But it's definitely interesting as Little Unknown has gotten out front.
And Texas took the fastest lap with a 55.258. Followed by Little Unknown with the 55.288.
Little Unknown's broke out front. You're going to start seeing him run some laps.
Second fastest.
Now, the interesting scenario we have here is you actually have your 3 points leaders, first, second, and third, all deadlocked right behind Reaper, holding on to that second.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my Reaper.
He went up on 2 wheels there. 3 wide going around the corner here. Door to door racing.
Believe me, Sopon ain't afraid to make it 4 wide.
Not at this moment when he sees that points leader up there. No, he's not. He'll take his line and look if he can.
Savage is just DNF'd.
One thing I will tell you though, this little 4-car grouping back here with the spike going on is definitely letting Little Unknown.
Oh yeah, he's putting some distance between him and second. 54.939, Little Unknown.
I mean, if you want to actually look at it though, I mean, conversation at hand here is every one of these cars in this pack is all manual with clutch. And you have Reaper right in the dead heat of it with his automatic.
Yeah, and he's not slowing down for nobody, that's for sure.
He is pushing every line. He's setting himself to try and get to the next line. He's making everybody work to get around him.
It's wild the difference in sound between his and Sopon's car.
Soulpun went to make that crossover move, and at the same time, Temp's in the opening to get under him, but not even fully halfway through this race yet, and they are all fighting it out still from second on back. This moment, I think they know they need to start shuffling and figuring out where they want to be to run down Little Unknown if they have that chance, because the kid's running fast.
Sopon's got Tampa, and I can't see who that is behind Tampa.
Waiting to see Reaper take that automatic and put a 54 up.
He's close with a 55.1.
He's running very good, very hard. I do notice one difference is the manual with clutch. If you notice, a lot of them can downshift and set themselves to kind of slide into the corner a bit better. Yeah. His has to cycle through a gear a little bit, the gear change a little bit differently.
Yeah, one thing I found myself doing is I've stopped using the e-brake so much.
And that is a very good thing. The e-brake actually, for some reason, hurts you a lot more because it causes you to get a lot more rear slide.
Yeah.
If you use just your brake, you're able to maintain a straighter momentum to the corner. this battle as it rages on between Reaper and Soul Pun.
Soul Pun might have it there.
Yes, and now Reaper is going to have his hands full with Temp. Now I think this is where we're going to see Soul Pun really push that car to try and run down these front three. Unknown has kind of opened up himself about a corner's length lead here with Texas and C-Dub starting to be right on top of each other in that second and third position. Soul Pun may have cleared Reaper, but he's not getting away.
Oh no, there's a pack of 3 cars right close. I'd say what, maybe 3 car lengths or a little bit. Well, Soul Pun just opened up a little bit of a gap.
Let's see what our split time for our leader is out here for what he's got for a lap. See if he's slowed his pace down or if he's still out here running hard. And as I say that, he runs a 54.6, so he's not slowing down. He's out there still running it. Run. Soul Pun has found his way into the 54.9s. Texas makes a move on C-Dub.
It's kind of crazy because I don't really know where to watch in this pack. I don't know if I want to watch the front, I want to watch the middle, or...
I think here and probably in another lap, you're going to want to keep your eyes on C-Dub and Soul, because Soul Pun is coming quick.
Yeah, Soul Pun he's coming really, really, really quick.
Now, I mean, Soul Pun hasn't really improved his time yet, which we know he can run around the 54.5s. But he's running times that are going to be... His previous time was a 54.906, and this last lap he was a 54.982. So he knows he's got to keep them lap times on top of each other. This Mike and Reaper are going at it back there. Soul Pun's looking at that lap counter and knowing his laps are getting less and less. He's got to get going.
Mike got around Reaper.
Reaper just had a little bit of a bubble in that corner, which allowed. Okay. The looks of it, and Temp's normally one of your front runners as well, and I think he was too much of a fan of this car coming into this race either. There's been a lot of mixed feelings about this car tonight.
I definitely don't prefer it.
Well, when they say every car is unique in its own way, this one is definitely unique. I mean, I swear the tires outweigh the car.
Yeah.
as these three continue to try and hunt down Little Unknown.
Yeah, I should have did what I did in practice when I was practicing by myself. I put a back bumper on it, which made it a 316, and I hit a 54 9 something or 54 8 something.
Yeah, so, excuse me. But when I was practicing with this car, I did notice the feature, the fact that trying to tame the rear wheel spin on this car alone is its own little thing. Because it just sends the rear tires nuts and are so fast. Most of these guys are going to be running anywhere from a 4 to a 5 gear just because this thing R's that quick.
So Pun is on their bumper. 54.530 from So Pun.
I did say it earlier in the race. We know he can hit it. Just he had to push himself to get there, and he knew he was running out of time, and he's like, "I'm here now, boys. We got 2 laps. Let's go for it."
Definitely going to be an interesting finish.
So,
C-Dub has a little bitty tiny mishap.
if he manages to get around C-Dub, he will gain more points on him as if he holds on to that fast lap. But I couldn't bring up the points because unfortunately my phone did die. But I do think Texas was not too far behind Seoul. So they head into the final lap here.
Oh, C-Dub just spun.
Oh no! Like, did he hit a bump?
No, there was nothing. It was just in the middle of the track. It's like he did a donut.
I did not catch that. Now that's going to tighten things up, and Texas was actually only 3 points behind Seoul, so this Little Unknown's going to take this. Texas second, Seoul third, Mike fourth, C-Dub fifth, Reaper will pull in sixth, Temp will bring home seventh, and Savage, who retired early, decided his race was enough, will bring home eighth.
Savage said you can take this car and shove it. He ain't driving it no more.
Have a quick talk with our winner of that race, Little Unknown.
What?
Yeah. Had to work your way up to the front there after a couple of cautions.
Not that hard.
Kind of how'd it feel once you got past C-Dub? You didn't make it easy.
Yeah, but that one sweeper is just under half away from him.
Well, you did good. You held on. You found a consistent little line. You found your groove. Turned up a 54.6. Not a bad time. I mean, Soul Pun snuck that fast lap away from you later in the race, but
It's because the last lap didn't have to brake for that turn.
definitely came in firing on all cylinders with not so much stick drift this week. I know.
Right? I can actually drive again.
But now we're gonna throw you in the B class and see how much that mixes things up.
Yeah, I should be fine. Should be. But unpredictable car on an unpredictable track.
With an
Makes
unpredictable kid.
unpredictable situations.
in an unpredictable tune.
My tune's fine.
Alright, I'll let you get back over there so we can get qualifying, but good win.
Congrats.
Can't let Dad down when I'm running his colors.
Yeah, you just made that come. Just go.
You know it was all the colors that did it.
Kids will be kids. What?
Oh, didn't we do that?
Yeah, wrong party. Get out of here. Yeah, I was having a discussion with Soul, and he knew that definitely a handful coming into these semi-pro races is a little unknown. They know he's fast. His consistency, it's getting better, but the times the kid's been running lately, it's improving. But Soul Pun, great charge at the end there, and knew he had only a few laps to get up there, but just fortunately got shuffled back early and had to work around everybody, which we all seen. Reaper will make you fight for it.
Yep, it was a interesting start to that race.
Now this is where it gets really, really interesting because a lot of these drivers are more comfortable in a B class scenario car than they are in the A class. So I will see a different style of racing from this group for sure. And the kid decides to bring it back out. He's throwing the orange and purple back on. Playing a little bumper tag with Reaper there. Savage
Oh my, there he goes.
takes a week off and comes back to being Savage McDaddy Flip. And Mike nowhere to go. Oh. Just destroyed his
Flip a lot of
suspension.
Savage.
That was a vicious hit. I mean, that's definitely going to make a big impact. I mean,
Oh my, Reaper just hit a berm and did an endo.
I don't know how this qualifying run is going to go for Mike. I mean, that is a lot of damage.
Holy macro on my screen. I know because it's PS5 sees different than what I see because I don't see no damage on Savage at all, but he's only got 16% of a car left.
Right, and then if you go over and you look at Mike, he's down to 70%, red suspension, orange brakes, so... Although he did get a wrecking assist for Savage. Oh, and Savage's car was right in the way, I think, of C-Dub. C-Dub kind of
Yep, he tagged
smacked
it as he
hard.
went past. We'll say this, with this car and this track, I mean, if you can drive this stiff suspension, I would probably recommend it, but I honestly don't know if I would even try it. I know some people probably are, but this car is, I don't know, this track and this car, it ain't made for a stiff suspension on this track.
I would have to agree with you on that one for sure. Little unknown. Kind of surprised me here when he turns up a 42.9 to start this one off. C-Dub's looking at more in the mid pack right now. Soul Pun with a 42.8 says I want that pole. Kid, give it here.
Excuse me.
Oh, Reaper just got in. That just like everybody's qualifying run right there. It's unfortunate. Reaper got that bad bounce, went out into the dead car of Savage, and just kind of kicked it right down into.
Oh.
Temp sneaks up into third there on the final lap. Sure hope Savage has a better race than he does qualifying. He's gonna walk away with the pole position and unusual qualifying run.
Yeah, that was definitely different. It's the wrong division. C-Dub is 7 points ahead of Sopon and
Now,
the B standings.
and yes, and as that is brought up, Solopon did take quite a fast qualifier, so now he sits at only 4 points ahead of C-Dub as the race is going to start.
And C-Dub qualified once.
Now, just as much as that's a kicker, you have Texas and Temp fighting for third. 1 point separates the two. Temp sits 1 point ahead of Texas going into this race.
Point standings are getting shaken up quite a bit.
So what kind of outcome you thinking, D-Highs? I think this is a track where that automatic is going to be a little bit trickier to run with the manuals, as it doesn't maintain as much speed here. It is a lot of shifting. Oh, they're getting ready to go green. Flag ready to go. Little unknown knew he had to keep that corner tight. Don't want to get shuffled back too far off the start of this one. Stacking up a little bit behind him. Deep into the corner, Soul with the run coming off. Temp right there behind him. Four-car shakedown up front here. Savage still having rough time in this car here. I think I lost my co-commentator D-Highs here. Might have ran to the fridge.
Oh, my darn headset was muted.
Happens a lot.
I was coughing. It's my excuse, and I'm sticking with it.
So now we're in a scenario out front. We got 3 cars battling. All 3 of them are fast. Temp not far behind. Ran a good qualifying lap. Texas right now holds the fastest lap, but I mean, what do you do here? Do you just kind of ride out the laps, or do you fight it out with each other? Still early in the
I would ride
race.
out the
Little
laps.
unknown with a huge push coming through that corner.
Ride out the laps if it was me, just because there's always that possibility of
Oh,
a
where's
mishap
Texas
from
going?
someone.
I don't. It's like Texas just lagged hard. It's like his car just took off in a different total direction. He was in a good fight with Little Unknown, and next thing you know, his car was just driving in a different time zone. That was weird.
Where did he even go?
That's what I was trying to figure out. He was literally had a good little side by side with Little Unknown, and next thing you know, his car was just going straight towards the trees.
Oh, wow, he's dropped back to sixth.
Yeah, he had to reset and everything. I mean, I didn't see his ping
Oh,
spike.
Temp just went into the wall. Don't know what happened there. He must be retiring his car. Is there a caution?
There is a caution.
Oh, Temp, don't DNF.
Now this is a scenario I think I didn't see how much damage Temp ended up getting, so I don't know if he ended up wrecking right out.
No, it wasn't. It didn't look that bad on my screen. Oh
Little
my!
Unknown as he just went up with a wheelie. Yeah, I have no idea what happened to Temp.
He is no longer in the lobby.
C-Dub found his way up into second.
Pun with a 42.772.
Texas knows he's got to run down Soul as soon as he can because you don't want to let Soul get away. Just baited back.
Yeah, I wish this game, when you was looking at the list of the drivers in the race, I wish it showed you the seconds they were apart.
Split time.
Yeah.
This is where you're gonna see C-Dub really push and try and run that car as hard as he can. For the simple fact is, he is your points leader at this moment, and you have Soul Pun out in front, which is your second place points runner, who's only 7 points behind you. Currently has fast lap. Took the fastest qualifier, so he's gained 6 points. He's led halfway, so he's got his 7 points. Now, if he manages to hold on and take most laps,
with Texas behind him.
no, he is not.
So if he takes the most laps, will that
If he
lock
takes
him
most
in,
laps, that will put him ahead of C-Dub by 2 points.
Oh, wow.
So if C-Dub gets around Soul Pun at the end of the race, they will actually tie.
That would be crazy.
We got 8 laps of everyone duking it out until the end of this one. So right now, Soul Pun's got a favorable lead as of right now. I'm just kind of watching this little squabble between Mike and Little Unknown.
Reaper is creeping on Texas. He said, say hello to my automatic. Reaper has climbed to third.
I don't know if that's it's kind of a little. That not the normal Texas. He's fairly fast, fairly consistent, and I don't know if it's the card track combination that's just a headache right now for a lot of these drivers. Which, as far as time goes, Texas should be able to run up there pretty easily. He's got the second fastest lap. Just turned up a 42.9. So definitely pushing and booking. C-Dub gets that little bit of a pothole back there that is known to just kill the speed of this car through that section. Just close right in on him. It's the little potholes in that corner. Texas is going to get the run on him, gain some huge momentum on C-Dub. Oh, C-Dub and Reaper. Now we stacked up the scenario even more, as this will lock the points so upon if they were to finish as of.
Ooh, Reaper got a little wide.
Yes, that turn back there definitely. It's one that can send you into a wide push. Battle for third.
Yeah, side by side.
Now C-Dub's going to over brake and Reaper's going to cut under him, but is he going to get the momentum? A bit of contact, nothing severe.
He almost made it back around him.
And that's just that difference in the pull of the manual clutch versus the automatic, because C-Dub definitely was able to pull. Oh, and they get a
Wow, they
little
both
bumper
went
lock
out
there.
wide.
A little unknown out of nowhere. I didn't see him
Where
in
did
that
he
battle.
come from? I didn't see him in that battle either because I was watching Reaper and C-Dub.
Well, it looked like when they bumper locked, they both went and got pushed out wide, which little unknown probably had that smooth run through there, and it can
Because
literally cost you that much time.
Little Unknown come up through there. I was getting ready to say, damn, C-Dub just come ripping back through, and it was Little Unknown.
Now, surprisingly, Little Unknown was on a blazing lap that last lap as he turned up a 42.6.
Damn.
So he took fast lap away from Soul at this moment. So that just took 3 points out of that total. So,
It just put him back that much closer.
I mean, as of right now, based on positioning, Soul Pun has it. But if C-Dub is able to work his way back up through, which he's still in range of being able to do that if there's any mistakes, but bonus points wise, Soul has collected 5. So C-Dub would have to finish. C-Dub finished. Soul
Oh,
Pun
damn,
would
Little
win it by.
Unknown.
Oh,
Reaper
Little
into the
Unknown and
wall.
Reaper. Reaper has lost a wheel. Might give Little Unknown a little shunt there. Now this tightens things up because this is the points battle, or this is the battle for third. And if C-Dub claims can get to third, that will. The Soul Pun will still take it by 2. 3 points. So Soul Pun has most laps led. He has the halfway lap led, and he has fast qualifier. So now
C-Dub
C-Dub's.
made it to third.
So now they finish outright. It's gonna be close. It's a little unknown with the run. Lock doors a little bit. Soul's gonna bring home the win. Texas is gonna second.
That was a race. How did Little Unknown? Never mind. I don't even know how that race finished out that way.
Chip runs. Championship week never makes any sense to me.
Well, that was a hell of a race. Opon could have waited up for somebody.
I mean, he's running for a championship, so he wasn't gonna let
Yeah.
up. Just still trying to collect what all happened in the
That's what I
course
was
of all that
thinking
scenario.
with the B class race. I was like, well, crap, if I could start in the front and get up there, then or start in the front or close to it, I'd be good. Yeah, I was disappointed in my lap times, like both tracks.
Soul Pun.
I'm
Got it.
like, I'm like,
You ended up pulling it off.
Well, the second race. Did I end up getting the sweep and making enough points? I didn't think I did for A class.
A class would be, no, I don't think so, because he was able to
But
maintain. You had too much of a gap, but calculating and figuring the way the B class, I do believe you were able to, yes.
hopefully enough to get that overall also.
Okay, congratulations on the win, a great race.
Thank you.
See, Little Unknown stole your lap time there,
Yeah, you did. I
but
said it at the end.
I'm still trying to collect in my head and figure what happened to Temp.
Nobody knows he was just gone. No, we don't know. He just vanished all of a sudden.
I seen there was a
So,
caution and. Yeah. But I mean, congratulations. You should have gotten enough points to sneak that one out from C-Dub. I'm not sure.
well, I was only 7 points behind, but going into the race with the fast lap qualifier, that's 3 points, right?
Yes, and then you
So
had
it would have
most
only
laps
been
and
4 points.
halfway, which gained you another 3. So you gained 6 on them.
So I was only 1 behind and I finished 2 positions ahead, so I should have took it.
Yes. But the overall is going to be tight, that's for sure. But we're going to try and move this along, get into the pros.
Sounds
Depending
good.
on how many pros show up.
Alright, you
You're
know,
the
if you
only
want,
pro you need.
I'll come up and join. You know I will.
Yeah. Oh, alright.
I ain't got a
Getting ready
problem
for the
getting in
pro.
y'all's way and slowing y'all up.